Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we need to tick forward here and get our mech repairs done, which of course means that we're going to hit this financial report, and our Argo upgrade is going to finish up relatively, well, not soon, it's 30 days out, but that's okay. We can save up some money to get our third mech bay in this time, and that will be perfect. So we'll go ahead and take this month report. There's no real way around it, and I think we tick forward 4 more days to get our mech warriors back as well. And now we can deploy, but of course, before we do that, we should go through here and get some training done. And there's actually none to do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and deploy. And what are we going to deploy to? Actually, before we do that, I'm going to double check that our mechs are all fully repaired. And indeed they are. So that is good. Well, let's go ahead and do, say, battle has decent salvage. This is a defend base with really nice salvage, though. And I think we're going to run that. And I want a double priority salvage? Sure. And I think we're going to run these mechs. I'm reasonably happy with it. I mean, I would like to rework the Blackjack. We just don't have the weapons that I want for it. So, okay. I think this is good. We're definitely missile heavy right now. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, you can think that if you want, Darius. But I think you're wrong. As you always are. We're definitely a little missile heavy right now. There's no doubt about that one. We're relying very heavily on missiles and rockets for our damage. And I don't really like the loadout of our vehicle either. It's a great vehicle for backstab, but I would prefer dropping the LRM-15 with the Deadfires, moving the Deadfire ammo into SRMs, and running either dual or triple SRM-6s. That would be a much better vehicle for what I'm trying to do with it. Unfortunately, we don't have the option of doing that, and we need to protect the Comstar VIP. We have a VIP at a base on Outreach, and we've just received a garbled transmission from a local agent that the base will be attacked by the local pirate organization. They're striking at the VP, and they know our forces are not in position to come to his aid. We need a team of competent mercenaries, oh well, that rules us out, to protect the facility and our personnel. They've got to be kicking themselves for letting their VIP go out without more security. Their screw-up is our payday, though. Well, maybe.
Command interface initiated.
Looks like there may be turrets. We'll see. Incoming pirate units. Okay, they're coming in from the land bridge over there. Sure, we've got allies, and there are point defenses. Okay. And the escort zone is over here. I think we'll go ahead and deploy. I would love to deploy it, like, up here. Or over here. I guess we'll deploy over in this area. We can actually only deploy the one over here? Awkward. Yeah, see, I don't want the Blackjack deploying there. I don't really want the Vulcan deploying there either. I think the Vulcan will be okay. We'll go ahead and do that. Okay. So what do we got? We see an Oscout, a Jenner, and a Firebee. It's not so bad. This is our escort units there. They need to get to here. They won't have a problem with that. We have an allied Cyclone. We have an allied Trebuchet. That's pretty good. A Thunderbolt emplacement. Okay. We're going to go ahead and reserve here and let them move first. Our allies don't have the same feeling on that one, but I don't think there's any point in moving right now and giving up this advantage in evasion.
I'm being flanked.
Sure, but they didn't hit. And now we can move, now that the Oscout has moved. So, we'll go ahead and have our Centurion come over here. This is side arc on the Oscout. These hit odds are not great, and I do want to check why. It is no sensors. Okay. I mean, sure. And we'll go ahead and light this guy up a bit. I'm only going to use X2 mode here. We'll see what we get. Probably not much. Okay, a little bit of armor shred there. We'll take it. The allied tree bucket comes up. 15 points of damage. Okay. I mean, that's not shabby at this point. Not sure what they were firing at there. Was it that turret? I think it was the turret. Okay, some mortars. So we'll want to keep our distance if possible. At least to some degree. We're going to move up with the Vulcan here.
Confirmed.
And I would love to go for that Oscout. Our hit odds are a fair amount better on the Jenner, though, and firing on the Jenner isn't bad either. If we get hits, the Jenner is going to feel it.
Firing on the enemy.
And we did get a couple of hits there, but mostly glancing. One hit from the vehicle. Sure.
Yes, Commander.
And I'm going to move up with the scimitar. I would love to position a little bit closer than this. Like here. Or actually, here.
Let's move.
That'll do. And in terms of these hit odds, we're better off on the Jenner, so we'll light him up. Again, I would really prefer that those LRMs were something else.
Waiting for orders.
But we'll move up with our Blackjack here, and we'll position here.
Heading out.
14.7, 21.7, and so we will go for the Jenner.
Affirmative.
Little bit of damage there. Sure. Firebee moves up, fires on our allied tank. Thermobaric explosion, huh? Okay. It's actually not relevant.
Commander.
The Stiletto is going to also move up, and we're going to close in here to this position. We're going to check hit odds. It's not worth firing the rockets at this point. So we're just going to hit the SRMs. Okay, we're going to hit the SRM singular. Sure. They're going to fire on the Oscout and not do anything there. Okay. That's fine. Cyclone isn't useful currently.
Yes,
the Centurion is going to step up to this position, which is a pretty good spot for it. And I think we absolutely go for this Jenner. Yeah, we go for the Jenner here. We'll go ahead and fire the chaff. Actually, I'm not going to fire the chaff here. I'm thinking about cranking up the rotary rifle here to perhaps X3? Yeah, we'll crank it up to X3.
Got it.
That was nice. We got the stray shot back there too. I like it. Okay, the Jenner moves. Fires on the Stiletto, but misses literally everything. Sure.
How's it going?
At this point, I want the Stiletto to come in to the rear arc of this Oscout. I would prefer to not expose our rear arc if possible, but it's definitely a risk with the Firebee there. I thought we'd have better hit odds than this. But okay, we'll go for it. This is not going to go as well as I'd hoped.
Firing full weapon.
Oof. Yeah. That's about what I expected after seeing the hit odds. I did think we'd have better hit odds there, in all honesty, but 4 evasive pips will do that. Okay, they're going to walk up and melee attack the Centurion with the Oscout. That's brave. Okay.
I've
Sure.
got your back.
At this point, I feel like the Vulcan comes in, and we don't have a rear arc on the Jenner, actually. I feel like the Vulcan comes in and goes for the rear arc attack on the Oscout here.
Affirmative. To hell with the weapon.
Okay, we hit with the melee attack. That should make him unsteady. We still didn't get much damage beyond the kick, but that's okay. That's a knockdown. And that Oscout is not doing so well. Yep, this was pretty much expected at this point. Now this I'm not so happy about. Can you not? Thanks.
Receiving you.
The Blackjack is going to move up over here, and actually, that smoke cloud really, really doesn't help at all. We're just going to walk up and melee attack the Oscout with the Bombast laser as well. The smoke screen definitely hurts my plan there. Okay. Well, we took out the Oscout. That's fine.
Target eliminated.
Trebuchet moves up, fires on nothing.
Ready for orders.
Sure. We're going to come in with our scimitar to this position here,
Aye, aye.
and we're going to light up that Jenner's rear arc.
Firm.
Technically, we're probably better off attacking the front arc there, but okay.
I'm taking a beating.
The Fire B is going to fire on our allied tank. I don't care. That's fine.
Let's do this.
Our Stiletto is now going to come in and get the legendary Stiletto rear arc attack on the Fire B.
Heading out. Putting my
Oh, we
weight
hit it.
into
That's good. Unsteady. And we hit 4 of those SRMs. Sure. Cyclone moves up, fires on the Fire B. I would have preferred that it fire on the Jenner, in all honesty. It's our Vulcan that is moving now, and we're just going to move up to here. Our hit odds are probably not... Actually, these are better hit odds than I expected, given the smoke screen. Go for it. Okay. And the Jenner ejects. Perfect. Now the turrets are online. And they're firing at the Fire B, not doing much. Sure.
Yes, command.
At this point, the Centurion is going to move over here.
Move order received.
And again, these hit odds are surprisingly good for firing from the smoke screen. We'll take it. Maybe even run in like X4 mode. Yeah, do it.
You got it.
That is a very sad Fire B.
That's a critical hit.
Now, we should expect that after this round, they're probably going to bring in additional enemies. And we don't know where,
Ready for
but that is
orders.
definitely a consideration. I'm going to position the Blackjack here, and I think we maybe don't fire the Bombast, but we do fire the LRMs. A little heat will build up, but I'm okay with that. That's a leg destruction, which means a knockdown. Engine fuel cell crit, huh? That's 20 points of damage to his rear arc. Sure. The Trebuchet fires on the Fire B, and that's a kill. That means that as soon as the round shifts, they are definitely going to land additional enemies. So we're going to come up over here then. And we'll get in position for that. I'm expecting them...
Eyes on hostile reinforcements.
Okay.
They're heading
So they're landing here, but I think they also landed on the other side.
It's on now.
So over here we see this guy. Okay. We also see a Rotunda, we see an AC-2 carrier, and we see an Irby. Over here, I think they landed. Actually, I don't see anybody up here. I think this is the only Lance. We'll find out.
Waiting for orders.
We're going to move the Stiletto over this way. We're apparently only able to move
On my way.
that far, which is a little oh, we weren't sprinting? I thought for sure I clicked sprint there. Oh well. Rotunda is going to fire on the tank. We are completely okay with that. No worries whatsoever there. The Cyclone is going to attack that Striker, and that is a good thing. Very okay with that one. Like, if it's only this one Lance, they're not going to have a problem holding this. Okay. Looks good to me.
I've got your back.
Ah, I thought there was stuff over here, but I didn't see it before. Right. Okay, so we're going to have the Vulcan come out over this direction to engage these guys. Our hit odds
Ready to
aren't
run.
great right now, and that's okay. We're just going to pot shot this.
Target confirmed.
Okay, sure. I'm going to send our 3 mediums to
That's
deal
a
with
clean
this,
miss.
and then I'm going to send our Stiletto and our vehicle to deal with the other one. Because these guys have mechs on this side, and the turrets, I'm guessing, are going to attack over here. Especially with that AC-2 carrier almost dead already. Bradford is going for the Rotunda. I would have fished for crits in the exposed structure, but okay. Whatever. We're going to move up here with the Blackjack.
Acknowledged.
And in terms of hit odds, it's pretty bad. There's no doubt about that. I'm just going to pot shot the Bombast,
Taking the shot.
and it doesn't hit, but we don't We don't expect it to hit in this
No
situation.
joy.
Indeed. Allied turn. Going for the AC-2 carrier. Good choice. It misses. That's fine. Next up, the Centurion is going to come out over here and make its way into the trees.
Let's move.
And in terms of hit odds, these are not great. So I think we're going to run this in like... Actually, maybe we just don't fire with the Centurion this turn. Sink a little bit of heat and let them come to us a bit. Yeah, this is fine. Striker fires on the Blackjack. That's okay.
Not much armor left in that location.
I do not hate that. And give me 1 second here while that's going. Apparently, there is an RTX 3090 in stock somewhere. And I gotta look into that. It's probably already gone, but I'll give it a go. Let's see here. Uh-huh. I think it's already gone. But I'm just double-checking that. I'm pretty sure it's our turn right now. I did hear some stuff going on. Yeah, it's already gone. I'm not surprised by this. Okay, it was worth a try. I'll get one eventually. The Scimitar is going to come out over this direction. And it can't get into position just yet, but what it can do is it can fire on this guy with its LRM. And I'm actually going to do exactly that, and I'm going to fire on it in standard mode. Perfect. The Irby fires on that building and does some damage. And then we've got some artillery going in on that AC-2 carrier. A laser, a large laser, firing on that striker but missing. Sure. Okay, that AC-2 carrier is gone now. Fantastic. Now they're attacking that laser technical. That's a lot of mines in that area. I mean, I actually like this. They have 3 vehicles that can't get out of there. That does mean that we can't really engage this Vulcan super effectively. But I think it's fine. We can go around this way. Yeah, I'm reasonably okay with this. What are we waiting on here? Phase 19? Not any of these guys. Somebody over here. It is this guy. Okay. We'll see what he decides to do. This is an interesting mech variant here. It appears to be a... Is that a land air mech? I'm pretty sure it is. Oh yeah, that's definitely a land air mech. Fascinating. And that explains why it's taking so long to figure out where it wants to go. There's a lot of options. It's at full instability right now. It just melee attacked our Scimitar. And missed. Which means it's unsteady and lost its evasive. Oh boy. The Stiletto is going to make its way over this way. We'll just position here for now.
On my way.
And we'll go ahead and fire on that striker with our SRM-6.
Engaging weak target.
Okay, couple of hits there, sure. Phase 18. This is going to be the Vulcan, and it actually moves up into the landmines and fires on a tank. I don't care about that. We're going to position up here with our Vulcan.
Affirmative.
And I would love to hit their Vulcan. But our hit odds are far better on these guys down here, and we have the possibility of stray shotting. So let's go ahead and fire on them. That's a kill. That was actually pretty low odds that we got that.
The poor bastard.
I'll take it. Rotunda moves up, fires on our Scimitar, does 5 damage. Okay. That's fine. I don't mind.
Minimal damage.
Next up, our Centurion is going to position here, which gives it side arc on the Vulcan, as well as giving it rear arc on these guys. I'm actually leaning towards killing this laser technical. And we'll fire the ultralight rotary rifle in like X2 mode. There we go. Just didn't want to massively overkill that. The trebuchet moves over, attacks their urban mech. That's a good call, actually. That's very nice. I like that. Next up, phase 14. That's going to be the striker. It continues to hit the blackjack. The armor is holding, though.
Using armor. Receiving
The blackjack is itself going to move over here and change its facing. And then I think we go for the striker. We have a decent chance of killing this thing, and we'll accept this overheat.
Aye, aye.
Especially since we hit the bombast laser. Okay, we didn't kill it, but we
My
did
mech
strip
is
off a
overheating.
lot of armor. And our allies are joining in on that. And that's even more armor strip. Sure. And that's going to be even more. It did clear out a lot of mines there. I don't like that. The Irby steps forward, fires on the trebuchet, misses. Okay. And, Scrub, your mission is to get in behind this guy. And is this the ideal range? Yeah, I feel like this is. I want to be in Deadfire mode. Yeah, this is pretty much ideal range here. So we'll position there. And we'll fire on this guy. Our hit odds aren't the best, which is mostly because of obstructed. Oh yeah, we are slightly obstructed here. And no sensors. Even so, we got some good armor strip in its rear arc. Sensor lock. That's not actually useful. Thermobaric explosion on the rotunda there. Now that's a little useful. I wouldn't mind seeing a knockdown on that guy. I also wouldn't mind seeing more damage to that Irby. That's completely fine as well. The Stiletto is at this point going to move up and look for an unobstructed LOS on this guy.
Copy that.
I think we go for the bolt-on rocket for a knockdown on him. Light him up. That should be a knockdown.
I am.
There we go. Shoot him out of the air. Oh, that also destroyed an arm. Sure. They're going for the striker again there. I don't feel like that's a good call. I think they should have gone for the land air mech, personally.
How can I help?
But okay. I mean, our Vulcan can finish the job. We're going to move the Vulcan up over here, and the purpose for that is trying to flank around their Vulcan. And their Vulcan is actually the best hit odds, so we'll go for it, but with our Ultra AC5 jammed, we're not going to get much done here. 10 damage. Okay, that's fine. The AC5 is now unjammed. Phase 17. That'll be somebody over here, I think. Yeah, that'll be their Rotunda. We don't care about the Rotunda, really. Rotunda is fairly irrelevant.
Good to
Next
go.
up is our Centurion, who will be joining us in this flank.
Location confirmed.
There we go. And our hit odds on this guy are not great. Maybe we go for the striker here. And actually, yeah, I think we do. And we'll fire this in X3. All three of those missed, and we did some more armor shred on the striker, but our damage has been pretty spread out on it, unfortunately. The scimitar is going to, I think, stay put exactly where it is. Get some armor strip on this guy. Okay,
Target
That's
taking a
nice.
Critical hit.
Phase 14, we have a couple of allies that move. They're going to attack the striker, and that's a pilot ejection. Okay, we'll take that. And what else? The Bradford is going to fire on the Rotunda. Okay, I would have preferred that it fire on the Irby, but it did just as much damage to the Irby as it did to the Rotunda, so sure. Probably the Vulcan next. Yup. Really? Did he just turn rear arc on us? He did. Fascinating.
Good to go.
Our Blackjack is going to move up over here, and we're only going to fire, I think, the LRM-15 Longfire due to heat. Actually, our heat generation is just generally pretty bad. Maybe we just brace here for now and sink heat. And then we'll hit him next turn. Trebuchet attacking the Rotunda. It might kill it there. Yes, it does. So all that's left now is the Vulcan and the Irby, I believe. Oh, and the Land Air Mech, but it's knocked down at this present juncture. The Irby fires on that building. It actually misses. And let's see what the turrets do. Okay. That is one dead Land Air Mech. Other turrets firing on the Irby. That is some pretty big leg damage there. Okay. Is that an Irby knockdown? It might be. Let's see. No, that's not an Irby knockdown. But that's going to be some... Okay, that's going to be 2 damage into the side arc of that Vulcan.
Talk to me.
Our Vulcan is going to proceed up this direction. I would love to end up in that rear arc, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Our hit odds on this rear arc are not the best, mostly because we're a ways away, but we'll see what we can get. That was actually quite good. We'll absolutely take that. Our Stiletto is going to sprint over this way and potshot the Irby. At this range, the SRMs are not going to do much. 8 damage. Sure.
Orders.
Okay, our Blackjack is going to step forward here. This is still rear arc on that Vulcan.
Location confirmed.
Now, I'm wondering if this Vulcan has a medium range from forest into forest. Target moved +8 as 4 evasive pips. Fair enough. Okay. We'll see what we can get here. Well, that worked. Okay. Pretty low odds on that hit, but we'll take it.
Is cooking my internal structure.
And let's see what we get on this Irby. Whole lot of nothing. Sure.
Ready for order.
At this point, our Centurion is going to come over here and just fire that LRM-20. We're probably not going to get much, but we'll see. A little bit of internal damage there, sure.
Ready to get
And our Scimitar is going to move up here
No problem. On my way.
into this quasi-ideal range, and this may actually get the kill. Well, it didn't, but it did get an ejection. Fantastic.
Mission successful.
Let's get out of here. In terms of salvage, is there anything that we really want here? Like, maybe we want the autocannon that Irby was rocking? We'll see. I don't even know what type it was. It might have been an AC-10. Never really hit anything. It could have been an AC-20, I suppose. That is an option. Centurion took internal damage, huh? Oh, so it did. Through armor. Okay. They want the Land Air Mech. I'll allow it. I don't care about the Land Air Mech, in all honesty. Scout, yeah. Actually, there are still some Land Air Mech parts here. Or a Land Air Mech part. Striker parts, Urban Mech parts, 6 AC-2s. We'll take that. 2 Clan ER medium lasers, we'll take that. Anything else here that we really, really want? A sheathed beacon. We'll take that. Endo composite armor. We'll absolutely take that. An engine core 280, maybe? Sure. FCS ballistic crit is good too. Gyro defense. There's actually some good stuff in this. Oh, a word of Blake vehicular DNI. Exciting. We'll go ahead and confirm that. We can't get everything, so we'll take what we can get here. The chem laser, I'm going to get rid of. The machine gun, we have 2 of them. I'm going to get rid of that. The light machine guns, I'm going to keep, though. The endo composite armor, obviously we keep. Engine core, engine core. Those are not ones we have duplicates of, so we'll get rid of this one and this one. We did get the gyro defense. That's great. The 5 heat sinks. That's great. I think we're going to sell the prototype double heat sinks, mostly because what are our odds of even getting a prototype double heatsink kit? Let's get rid of it, as well as the primitive sensors. Overall, not too shabby in the salvage department. That was pretty good. I would have liked to see that ballistic FCS crit, but great. overall, I'm very happy with that. In terms of repairs, it shouldn't be too difficult to get that set up. So yeah, should be great. We will have to wait for LeFay to heal up. She did take 1 injury there. But it'll be fine, I think. 15k, 3 days? Absolutely. Do it. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we'll get these repairs completed, get our mech warriors back, and head back out again. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.